Thank you for the beautiful silence. It's always such a joy to share in that with everybody. There's such a intimacy in it, I find. Such a freedom, such a truth. Satsang translates as association in truth, but we could also say it's association in love. Two sides of the same coin, love and truth. But it's a love that's nobody's. That's what can be so beautiful about gatherings like this, and we come together to glimpse and drink of true nature. And when we do, the true teacher is silence. And the words are just pale reflections of that. But yet we attempt to express this, whatever this is. But true nature isn't, ultimately it's not an experience. So we go deep into the silence. And when we go deep enough, we find love. It's in there. It's in there. It's at the root of silence. But when I say the word true nature, it's not pointing towards that. It's pointing towards that indescribable place that simultaneously witnesses that and is that. And the mind may spin trying to figure that out, and that's the beauty, is because truth can never be figured out. It initially can be experienced, and then the invitation is to fall outside of experience. Not separate from it, but there is a dimension that's outside of it. And that's the mystery. The mystery is the recognition that pure paradox is the natural state. Pure unknowingness is so intimately normal. And liberation and freedom are not far off goals. They're just this. And so I really find that a container like this is very sacred. It's sacred because it's so intimate. And it's intimate because it doesn't simply witness. The intimacy comes when the witness dies. And it dies into this indescribable mystery. And so in that mystery, all separation dissolves. The level of mind, emotion, sensation. And then in that is a natural arising of love, a natural flow of love. And it's so soft and gentle and intimate. It's like the heart is just like wide open, wet, like a baby coming out of the womb. It's that fresh, it's that alive, it's that vulnerable, it's that open. And these are words, but it really invites you to sense into that directly yourself. And as we sit here together, to give that sense of intimacy and love and gentleness to yourself and to everybody else. And don't just give it to parts of yourself, give it to everything. The darkest ones that have been yearning for maybe lifetimes. Just give them all of this, not part, but all. Let them drink of this, drink of this. It's just you. So let all those parts have their freedom as you. When we sit in presence, sometimes the experiential aspects of the realization of oneness can become quite distinct. And so when you look around the room or look at another, there can be a sense of losing yourself in another. Almost there's a sense of, when you look at another person, the perception can be less that you're this point and more that you're other. That's good. It doesn't have to be a person, it can be anything you're looking at. It can be a sound, it can be the silence. But just something that you're not used to defining yourself as, whether it's conceptual or experiential. And it's good, you can be that open here. It's safe. It's good. And so in that energy of openness, I invite everybody into the inquiry. I invite everything into the inquiry. Whatever wants to arise, a question, a sharing, an insight, a realization, something that may not believe that it's this. It's all welcome. It's all welcome. It's all welcome into the fire of yourself, ourself.